How to install a Unique Home Designs recessed mount security storm door featuring the MeshTech Advanced Screen system. Installation of this product is above average in difficulty. Professional installation is recommended. If you are experiencing difficulty with your installation and require assistance, please contact us before returning the product to the retailer. Customer service and technical support are available at 1-866-317-8867 or support@uhdco.com. Monday through Friday from 6:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. First, make sure you have the right product and size for your application. Assess your opening and identify your mounting surface. Your security door will require a minimum mounting surface of 1 inch on both sides of the corner of the trim or jamb. The frame will mount on this surface above and on both sides of your entry door. Identify your mounting surface and check and correct for any obstructions like doorbells, foliage, and light fixtures. Assess your opening. Measure your opening. Measure the width between the inside edge of the right and left mounting surfaces. The storm door will fit if the measurement is between 31 3/4 and 32 3/8 for a 32-inch door and between 35 3/4 and 36 3/8 for a 36-inch door. Measure from the bottom edge of the upper mounting surface to the existing threshold. The storm door will fit if this measurement is between 80 inches and 80 7/8 inches. If the opening is larger than these ranges, you can check to see if there is a narrower mounting surface on your entryway that will work. Build your mounting surface out using stop or similar trim, or remove or reconfigure your trim to bring the opening within the fit range. Check and correct for possible hardware interference as described in the installation instructions. Carefully unpack the door and familiarize yourself with the parts and details in the installation instructions. Carefully loosen the glass panel cam locks located on the interior side of the storm door. Once all the cam locks are retracted with the door laying on its side, carefully lift the glass panel from the door frame and set aside. Carefully remove any protective plastic from the door. Place the top header jamb and hinge side jamb into position. If the hinge side jamb is too long, mark with a pencil at the bottom. The jamb should sit on top of the threshold. Slide the weather stripping back and cut just above the mark and trim the jamb to length. Follow the same test fit and measure procedure for the lock side jamb. Trim to length if necessary. When the jambs are trimmed to proper length, slide the weather stripping flush to the uncut end and trim the excess from the cut end. On a clean flat surface, place the top header jamb, hinge side jamb, and lock side jamb into position. Assemble the frames using the screws provided. Install the screws at the top of each side jamb, allowing the screws to protrude 1/8 of an inch. Attach the top header jamb to each side jamb by sliding the screws into the slots on the top header jamb. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, drive and tighten the screws the rest of the way. Then insert the screw cap covers in the screw access holes in the top header jamb. If necessary, trim the weather stripping to length so it is neat and flush in each top corner of the frame. Place the assembled 3-piece frame inside the opening. Install 2 temporary screws on each side of the jamb, one on the top and one on the bottom. These screws are used to temporarily hold the jamb in place. Do not install permanent screws until the door is up and working properly. Trace all 4 latch holes onto the mounting surface, including the top, bottom, and both center latch holes. Remove temporary screws from the lock side jamb only and slide the jamb away from the opening to expose the marks made in the mounting surface. Use a block to prop up the bottom of the lock side jamb while prepping the latch holes. Use a 1/2-inch wood chisel or spade bit to clean the latch hole side area out to the depth of 3/4 of an inch. Chisel out a slightly larger area than marked to allow for adjustment during the installation as needed. Reinstall the latch side jamb using temporary screws. Do not use permanent screws yet. Have a helper hold the door in place. It's important that the door is held in proper alignment so the first mounting screw in each hinge is driven straight into the door panel. It may help to use a block or similar prop to assist in keeping the door properly aligned. Attach all 4 hinges to the jamb with the screws provided. To install the hardware, start on the interior side of the door. With the handle facing toward the screen, insert the spindle and mounting screws into the mortise gear in the door panel. On the exterior side of the door, with the handle pointing toward the screens, align the opening of the inside of the handle with the spindle and mounting screws. Position the handle against the door frame. While holding both handle and trim plates in place, tighten the mounting screws, then back off 2 turns. These screws will then be tightened after the lock cylinder is installed. From the inside of the door, insert the lock cylinder into the door through the trim plate. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, tighten the remaining screws until snug. Do not over-tighten. Tighten the 2 handle mounting screws until snug. After installing the hardware, verify that the locking mechanism opens, closes, and locks properly. To test, pull down on the door handle and open the door. Pull up on the door handle to engage the 3-point locking mechanism and use the thumb turn on the inside of the door or a key on the outside of the door to lock the door. Pre-drill and install the permanent mounting screws on the hinge side jamb inside mounting holes. Check the reveal in operation and shim as needed with each one. Next, pre-drill and install the permanent mounting screws in the lock side jamb outside mounting holes, checking the reveal in operation and shimming as needed with each one. Next, install the permanent mounting screws in all the remaining inside and outside mounting holes in the hinge side, latch side, and header jamb. To install the bug sweep, open the door, slip the multi-blade bug sweep onto the bottom of the inside of the door and insert the mounting screws, leaving them slightly loose. Close the door, allow the sweep to fall and sit resting on the existing threshold plate. Be sure there is not a gap between the sweep and the existing threshold. Tighten the mounting screws. Test that the door opens and closes freely. If not, loosen the screws and make the necessary adjustments. Retighten the screws and test again. Repeat until successful. Note that the rubber sweep can also be trimmed to fit smaller openings if needed. Place a snap cover into the lock side jamb. Using a rubber mallet and block, tap on the side of the snap cover seen here to securely snap the cover into place. Once the snap cover is secured, hold a wood block over the width of the snap cover and tap it with a mallet to smooth any irregularities in the snap cover surface. Repeat this process for the hinge side jamb and header jamb. Carefully position the glass panel behind the door handle and place the bottom of the panel, which does not contain cam locks, into the bottom channel of the opening. Tilt the panel into place and secure using the cam locks. And that's all there is to installing a Unique Home Designs recessed mount security storm door featuring the MeshTech Advanced Screen System.